It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning over here, so you have to excuse me if I sound a little drowsy. Nintendo just keeps going. They just keep surprising us. Just when you think that they have done everything they possibly can, they've Nintendo'd as much as they could ever Nintendo a Nintendo. They Nintendo even more. A new Legend of Zelda movie is coming out and it's live action. Apparently it'll be directed by Wes Ball, the same guy who's known for directing the Maze Runner trilogy and the upcoming Planet of the Apes movie. I think that's an interesting choice. I just gotta say I'm actually really excited about this because if this movie is anything like the Mario Bros movie, where the characters are still ultimately themselves and everybody does what they're supposed to do and they feel like themselves, I feel like this movie is definitely going to succeed for sure. Not just that, but let's all just state the obvious track record that video game movies have started to break. Since this decade has started, we've had the Sonic movie, we've had the Mario movie, we've had the FNAF movie, now we're about to have Zelda. Out of those 3 movies I listed that were video game movies, all of them were good. And out of those video game movies that have been released, most of them have actually been live action. In fact, the only one that hasn't been live action is the Mario movie, because the Sonic movies were live action animated hybrids, and then the FNAF movie was just all live action. So I'm really interested to see how Nintendo is going to handle this. It's going to be interesting who they get to play Link and who they get to play Zelda especially. It'd be something if they actually got someone like Anya Taylor-Joy to play Zelda or something like that, especially since she played Peach in the Mario movie already. To be honest though, I personally would want somebody else. Honestly, for me personally, I would want, this is gonna sound like a stretch, but I would say they're probably gonna cast celebrities again, so with that in mind, for Zelda, I would probably choose either Ariana Grande or maybe Billie Eilish. I'd say maybe one of those two. Those are just some ideas. Again, it's late over here, so I'm not 100% here, but who knows? I mean, and more importantly, is Link going to even talk? Is he going to speak at all? I mean, because I feel like it'd be kind of hard to have a movie with Link as the main character if he never says anything, so it's going to be interesting how they handle that. Hopefully it won't be a repeat of some other past projects.
Excuse me, princess.
Unfortunately, we don't have a release date yet, but I think it's really interesting that Nintendo and Sony are going to be the ones actually producing it, basically, because it says that the article says that it'll be co-financed by Nintendo and Sony. Last time they tried working together was when they tried to make the Philips CDI, so who would have thought that 30 years in the future, over 30 years later, they would come together again to make a Zelda movie of all things. I think that's really crazy. I knew when I saw it immediately, I knew that I was going to make a video on this right away. I had to. I mean, how could I not? I mean, I'm not the biggest Zelda fan, but I love Breath of the Wild. That's the only Zelda game that I've completed all the way through. And Tears of the Kingdom I'm going to get soon, so yeah, I can't wait for this. And also it's gonna be interesting to see what type of game they're going to cover. Like, which Zelda game are they going to cover? Are they just going to cover the events of the first game? Or is it going to be Skyward Sword? Because technically speaking, chronologically, that's the very first Zelda game. Which one are they going to do? There's so many, questions and what ifs. And I'm excited for this. I'm not as excited as I was for the Mario movie, but I'm still really excited. And I'd like to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Have a good day. Peace and blessings. Bye.